A new citizen-led statewide economic development initiative that aims to create a comprehensive plan to grow Nebraska at a well-attended town hall meeting this morning in Gering. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, Blueprint Nebraska. It's a comprehensive initiative that consists of Nebraska leaders in business, ag, higher education, and government working with citizens to pave the way for economic prosperity for the Cornhusker State for years to come. Today they hosted a town hall meeting at the Gering Civic Center to provide an overview of their mission statement, as well as a group of panelists talking about the strengths and weaknesses of our regional economies. As Blueprint Nebraska works to establish their proactive plan to stimulate economic growth, improve competitiveness and prosperity, all while building on our existing strengths, Executive Director Jim Smith says it's imperative to get input from citizens like you and me. Town hall meetings like today and their online survey are critical for the process to move forward.
Absolutely critical for us to really truly be a statewide effort. We have to hear the voices of Nebraskans from across the state, and so we are learning a great deal from our communities as to what's important to them, to make certain they feel part of this process that we conclude with next year.
Everyone is encouraged to take the statewide opinion survey, and you can find that online at www.blueprint-nebraska.org. Well, the Western Sugar Cooperative has informed the city of Torrington and Wyoming workforce officials that the company intends on permanent layoffs by the end of January. Western Sugar officials say that approximately 92 employees will begin to be laid off starting on January 10th. The decision was based on current and projected business plans and needs. Torrington Mayor Mike Varney expressed his frustration with the decision and the situation, saying that the Torrington facility has been a solid asset for Western Sugar over the years, and he's concerned the plant might be closing completely.
There's about 250 seasonal employees that are employed at this factory, and if you aren't going to slice here and you aren't going to produce sugar here and you're just going to haul it in and store it, that's completely a different story. You won't need those seasonals, and if you did, it wouldn't be the total number that we've got working there now at the peak.
Mayor Varney is also concerned about the overall impact on employment in Torrington, noting that the area does not have available positions to absorb such a mass layoff. Western Sugar has also been a significant customer for Torrington's electrical system, and Varney said a shutdown of the production side of the plant would have a negative impact on city finances. Well, coming up after the break, Bill Boyer will be in with your comprehensive weather forecast. Don't touch that dial. KNEB.TV News will be back right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, we understand that you have a busy life, and that means you don't always have time to come to the bank. That's why we offer user-friendly online and mobile banking with features such as iPay, recurring transfers, and mobile deposit. So you can bank how you want, when you want to. Whether you prefer to bank in person, over the phone, or online, Platte Valley Bank makes it easy to take care of your finances.
No matter what job I've got to do, my John Deere 5E tractor can do it all. Whether I'm cutting, moving feed, or building a fence. Using my 5E means my work gets done faster at a price I can afford, and that works for me.
Visit 21st Century Equipment in Alliance, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Bridgeport, or visit 21stcenturyequipment.com.
Pool together all your money with a friend and invest in 2 Arby's French Dip and Swiss sandwiches for just $6. It's the perfect get-rich-quick on sandwiches scenario. Arby's, we have the meats.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meats.
Well, we'll take a look here at what we've got going on this evening. We're going to have partly cloudy skies, temps falling into the 30s. right down into the low to mid-30s tomorrow morning. A few clouds out there going to help keep temperatures up a little bit tonight and maybe not get down into the 20s. Tomorrow's going to be a mild day again. Some indications we could be dealing with some freezing rain tomorrow night. We're going to put it in the forecast. 50-50 chances of that tomorrow night. We'll keep an eye on that. Then we're going to turn much colder by Friday. And notice there's an S at the end of this. Accumulating snows are coming. We have several chances of accumulating snow starting Friday and right into the weekend. High yesterday, 45 after a low of 17. No, we didn't just copy those, but they did match the normal highs and lows for this time of year. 73 degrees back in 1998. Record high today, coincidentally, was set last year in 2017. Nothing in the rain gauge, 9/10 for the month. Still 18.5 plus for the year, so a very good start to the year, a very good end to the year, I guess, from that great start we had back in May. Heading off to school tomorrow, 34 degrees on our way home. We'll pick you up with sunshine, drop you off in temperatures. Look at that, in the low 50s tomorrow. Very nice out there as we go towards the end of the day. 22 right now in Lincoln, much colder air, as you can see, pocketed here in southeastern Nebraska. Otherwise, temps right around that 30-degree mark in the central portions of the state. We had temps closer to 50 today, or a little better here in our area. We've started to drop off now with the sunset. Temperatures in the low to mid-30s out there. 45 in Torrington, still one of the warmer readings. Winds have been strong all day off to our west, and we still have high wind warnings for mainly this corridor just off of the map there of counties that we have. That's where the strongest winds have been and continue to be. We have west-southwest winds 5 to 15 miles an hour, which is dropping those wind chills down a little bit. All right, not much to look at tonight. As we go through the forecast, you can see there's not really much happening. Clear skies for the most part, partly cloudy at times. Some more clouds as we start tomorrow morning. Lows tonight are going to be in the low 30s, upper 20s, near 30 degrees. So pretty nice temperatures out there tonight for this time of year. Now tomorrow, we're going to watch a couple of things. Winds here in the high wind-prone areas, those should die off throughout the day. We'll have a few of them come into our area and bring some breezy conditions by tomorrow afternoon. Let's advance this into tomorrow after dark. We start to see the possibility of a little bit of rain showing up here, and this could be in the form of rain or freezing rain late tomorrow night. So as you go to bed tomorrow night, notice this pocket of rain and freezing rain kind of hangs out here in the area and then tries to dissipate, but we've got a decent enough chance of that we're going to throw that in the forecast for tomorrow night. So keep an eye on that. We could be dealing with some rain or freezing rain, because look at highs. We're going to be in the 50s tomorrow. Very mild conditions before we start to turn things south. So as we go through Thursday, let's take a look here at the afternoon hours into Friday. We start to see a little brief chance of a snow shower, maybe Thursday night into Friday morning. We clear out Friday, but then we bring in some freezing rain, wintry mix, turning over to snow. And through the day Saturday, take a look at this snow wrapping around what should be a low pressure system here in Kansas, right into Saturday and even into early Sunday before we start to see a little bit of a break, and then maybe some more snow coming in on Monday. What we're going to be dealing with is some accumulations, at least in multiple chances through there, and this has been shifted south a little further, bringing that moderate to heavy snow line into portions of Nebraska. Heavier snows possible here in the northern portions of Nebraska. We'll keep a close eye on that for you. Right now we're in that light to moderate range, somewhere in between here, and this continues to fluctuate over the next couple of days. We'll keep an eye on it for you, because there is the possibility your weekend could be goofed up with some accumulating snow again, although we don't see the winds with this system. It's a different type of a system here across the region. 33 tonight with partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow we are mostly sunny, pretty mild, 55. Any precip will hold off till well after dark. And then take a look at our 7-day forecast. Again, we bring that rain and freezing rain late tomorrow night, possible. Wintry mix, then turning to snow on Friday. We're going to be dealing with snow Friday night into Saturday, continuing during the day Saturday, and some late day Sunday into Monday possibilities of some snow showers as well. Take a look at Monday's highs, only in the 20s, and low temperatures down into the single digits as we turn sharply colder from those 55-degree highs. Tomorrow we're going to be 25 to 30 degrees cooler than that by the time we get to the end of the weekend.
You never know when you'll need an extra French dip in Swiss. It could get lost in the car or eaten by a confused stranger. Stuff happens to sandwiches. That's why Arby's made you 2 French dip and Swiss sandwiches for just $6. For only $6, you'll always have a spare French dip and Swiss until you eat it. You'll never have to be afraid. Arby's, we have the meats.
Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes high-performance lubricants and fuel improvers. We've been helping customers improve their operations for over 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and cut out the middleman and offer excellent service and value. Our products last longer and work better so that you spend less time maintaining equipment and more time making money. Whether you're in a factory, farm, fleet, or food processing facility, Hydrotex can help you. Visit hydrotexoil.com or call 308-635-8162. Buyers Realty has been helping people in the community find their dream home since 1994. If you're looking to buy or sell your home, our friendly staff will put in the work to help you reach the finish line. We also do property management for buildings in Scottsbluff, Gering, and beyond. You can find an extensive list of our properties by visiting our website at callbuyersrealty.com. Or you can visit our Scottsbluff offices on Avenue B, right next to Bumper to Bumper. Panhandle's best, Buyers Realty. Community strong, community proud, we have what you're looking for.
The leaves are turning and the temperatures are cooling, so it's time to come harvest the deals at the Viera Wireless Fall Savings Sale. Right now, get your family high-speed, truly unlimited mobile data for just $35 per line with 4 lines. Prices have never been lower for unlimited data. Plus, trade in your current phone and get up to $500 off the latest iPhone and Samsung models. Those are incredible savings on the most popular and advanced smartphones. Don't miss out on our Fall Savings Sale. Hurry into Viera today.
Welcome back. A grand jury will convene to investigate the death of a Gering man who was arrested Friday and died shortly after. County Attorney Dave Eubanks says 23-year-old Corey Green was served an arrest warrant for assault, and once he was at the jail, Green complained about pains and died either at the hospital or en route to the hospital. Anytime a person dies while in custody, Nebraska state law requires a grand jury to convene to determine if there was any negligence or wrongdoing. Green's autopsy was scheduled for today in Scottsbluff, and the grand jury will convene in the next week or so. Well, preliminary deer harvest in Nebraska is 5% behind last year's pace. Mule deer buck harvest decreased slightly, while whitetail buck harvest is slightly up. Biologists also collected samples for chronic wasting disease testing from more than 1,500 deer here in the Panhandle and North Central units. Archery and muzzleloader seasons close on December 31st, with the late antlerist season ending January 15th. And the Nebraska State Patrol says troopers have seized nearly 80 pounds of marijuana in 2 separate traffic stops on I-80 near North Platte. The patrol says the first stop occurred last Sunday when a trooper stopped a car for speeding, and a 27-year-old from North Carolina was caught with 48 pounds of marijuana hidden in luggage. The second stop occurred yesterday when a trooper stopped a 17-year-old from California for failing to signal. A search of that car turned up 30 pounds of marijuana. Well, straight ahead, Shabella Guzman will be in with a check-in on Ag News. Stick around. KNEB.TV News will be back right after this.
Regional West is one of 3 Level 2 trauma centers in Nebraska.
We have all the resources here 24 hours a day to address any traumatic injury.
From emergency medical services to advanced medical imaging and surgery to acute care and rehabilitation.
It's comforting to know that if an accident happens here, our families, our friends, our neighbors, and even we ourselves will get expert trauma care and rehabilitation services right here at Regional West.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the Western Hearing Clinic Ag Desk. Western Hearing Clinic, the Panhandle's choice for better hearing, helping you hear what matters most.
Wyoming is pushing into the future with not only opening up the state to the new technology blockchain, but bringing its beef industry also into blockchain. Ogden Driscoll, Wyoming Senator for District 1, tells us how Wyoming and then the cattle industry got involved in blockchain.
Got involved with blockchain. Representative Lindholm and myself, along with some off-site computer guys, came up with some kind of cutting-edge blockchain bills that brought Wyoming to the forefront of the blockchain industry. We've since then evolved it into beef chain, which brings it into the ag industry that basically does pasture-to-plate verification of beef cattle, hoping to bring back some of the dollars that disappear between the ranch and the plate at this point in time.
Tyler Lindholm, Wyoming representative for District 1, says blockchain began as a cryptocurrency, but it is now reaching into areas that can use the bulletproof security it creates.
So I think one of the biggest aspects about blockchain technology and why it's important is it's trust of data. It's an immutable data set that cannot be changed, cannot be gone back and faked. And a lot of organizations are starting to look towards that. Really the question a lot of folks ask me a lot of times is, well, what can you put on a blockchain? Well, it's a ledger. So what can't you put on a ledger is really the question. So
to learn more about how blockchain is working for the beef industry in Wyoming, visit www.beefchain.com.
Think a utility vehicle should do more than take you places? So does Kubota. That's why our all-new Sidekick is built to do it all. Climb more, tow more, go more. Cross over to more today. Take your Kubota Sidekick home with no money down and 0% financing for 36 months.
Your local Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gering.
It's a friendly town, that's for sure. Not too big, not too small. Seems like everybody knows your name.
We stick together through thick and thin. That's the way it's always been. 'Cause where we live is still our claim to fame. We love this town, this grand old town. There's not another town like this around. We've got it all right here in our own backyard. We love this town. We love this town. We love this town.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
Local lending. We're here for you from start to finish. Keeping money in our economy, supporting local jobs, giving back to our community, investing in entrepreneurship, making our quiet towns a destination. At Platte Valley Bank, we support local because we are local.
And finally tonight, today is Giving Tuesday across the nation, but after a remarkable inaugural Nebraska Gives campaign, we decided to catch up with the organizers and break down what worked to make that event such a huge success. Final numbers came in last week, and during the 24-hour online giving event, $477,865 was raised for 106 nonprofits. Kathy McDaniel and Becky Horn say that countless hours went into organizing this event, but the end result was well worth it. They say nearly $500,000 in one day shows that this community definitely has the giving spirit.
I mean, we've both seen it for years, how giving
absolutely
our community is, and that's why we went with an ambitious number, which we thought 200 was ambitious, and there were those who thought 40,000 would be fantastic, you know. But we really knew the commitment level of these donors here, and not only these donors here, but we had several out-of-state donors that pulled through, and it really gave people a new donor base and an active audience that maybe isn't local or can't come to 5Ks and different types of events, but they sure can give online. So
now, several local nonprofits are participating in Giving Tuesday, including the Riverside Discovery Center and their fundraiser for a new bear exhibit. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you here next time.